Hey everybody, Leadspeed here. I know what you're thinking. What's with the Pidgeot? That was a request for me to do by my good friend SSJason19. He actually wanted me to use one, and I thought, well, I guess I'll do a request. But I don't know how I feel about doing requests like all the time. Like, not saying, oh, I hate when you guys leave that kind of suggestion. I don't know, like, sometimes I have to like use mods I don't particularly like using that much, or something strange like that, and it'll be kind of awkward, I guess. But believe it or not, it's not really about that. Well, as far as like what I want to talk about. And yes, I'm kind of stealing this from PokeMD, aka Joey, just because I watched his video. Well, he posted a video last night, and heck, I don't even know if it'll still be up by the time this is up. But basically, he asked a very interesting question, and heck, it's a question that I don't think I've ever asked my subscribers, or if I did, it was back when I was doing different videos back then, which that'll be a separate video in and of itself. But yeah, I guess like him, and especially for me, because you know I feel like there are people who are better at this kind of stuff than me and stuff like that. But like the question would be, why do you watch my videos? Now, I mean, you might ask, well, why would you ask that? Well, honestly, I don't know. There's just something about my videos that people like for some reason. And, I mean, I'll admit that I've had some interesting Wi-Fi battles, and the layouts I've had that I did make myself were kind of cool. The one I did for the 3,000 plus subscriber special, it looked pretty awesome. But, honestly, I don't know. There's just something, I guess, about my videos that people watch these for or something. I don't know. Like, is it the nicknames? I mean, I'll admit, Swiftblade is, like, heck, I could probably do a whole video about Gallade and why he's my favorite and stuff like that. It's that deep, man. And heck, I see him as more than just a Pokemon, even though that sounds cheesy and it sounds unrealistic, and it is, but I see some of these guys as, you know, more than just Pokemon. I almost always see them as, like, you know, Pokemon that have random adventures together. You know, like the Gallade, Roserade, Meloetta, Rhyperior, Celebi, etc. Just those mons that I've been using a lot, I always tie something together. And the mons I have been using even in the past, the Azelf, the Rotom, Nidoking, Moltres, Miss Magius. I've used a lot of different mons, and they all have some interesting nicknames. Some of them are distinctive from others. But is that why people like these videos? Is it the way I battle? Is it the way I commentate? Is it just my overall choices in Pokemon? Or my commentary? I don't know. I don't freaking know what the heck's up. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what I want to know about too. And honestly, I feel like a lot of people should be asking this question, because it's a good chance for people to, you know, really express how they feel about a person they like watching. Like, what is it that you like? You know what I mean? It's kind of interesting, because I feel like, you know, when it comes to competitive battling, I would point you directly to PokeMD, Shofu, The Flaming Spade, Emperor ZMB, also known as MBZ. Even though he has some hilarious commentary, he's definitely a much better battler than I. So clearly, I'm not the guy to watch if you want like super duper awesome competitive battles, because yeah, if you couldn't tell, I have that mindset, but I'm not nearly as good as they are. So I don't know. There's just something about my videos, I guess. But anyways, team, not much has changed. Registeel is coming back. It's a Pokemon that I used quite a lot back then, and because he sets up Stealth Rock, and yeah, no Rhyperior for once in this video. I don't know, Rhyperior just seemed to be the better Stealth Rocker for me this gen for some reason. And I guess the Steel nerf wasn't too kind to Registeel, even though it wasn't nearly as bad of a hurt or as a hit as something like, you know, Metagross, because Metagross having that psychic typing and losing the Steel's resistance to Ghost and Dark means the Metagross is weak to Ghost and Dark. Not really great if you're trying to be a good defensive Steel type Pokemon and stuff like that, but he's still good, and so is Registeel. I guess it's just that the teams I use could use Registeel really well. So, I don't know. the Blastoise is a new addition. Now, I'm not going to be using him all that much. In fact, I almost call him a throw-in because I'm using the freaking Pidgeot. So, you know, I needed like a rabbit spinner, and he seems to be a really good one. Akiza setting up spikes, Harmonia the Meloetta, you know, just being a mixed set. Now, I have a completely different set for the Meloetta in the next team I have, which I already made, so there's that to look forward to as well. And then Pidgeot, the old classic Generation 1 bird Pokemon, like the Generation 1 bird Pokemon that you think of, you know, when you played back in the days of Red and Blue. This is a Choice Bandit set, and I know there are like better options for it, but hey, this was by request, and I thought, you know what, let's use this thing. And we'll see where it gets us. So, anyways, I guess the whole point of this video is, what do you like about my videos? And maybe you'll enjoy this one, maybe you won't. I mean, I can't please everybody because that'd be kind of dumb, because not everyone's gonna like what you do. So that's the thing. So, anyways, see you guys in the battles. All right, here we are, battle number 1. He's got a pretty scary team, so let's hope for the best. And I guess I'll lead with, I don't know what I would want to lead with. I guess Registeel's a decent enough lead, because he does set up rocks. And plus I can T-Wave this thing if I need to, so I think I'm just going to go right for it right off the jump. Unless this thing has a Lumberry, and then, yeah, I will be kind of screwed there, so. We're going to go for Stealth Rock now that this thing's slowed down. We can basically we'll go from there, basically. We'll go from there. And he wants to spam the thingamabobber all day. Well, that's just how it goes, man. Actually, I think I'm going to go into my Pidgeot now. Yeah, just because I can do that. And I'm going to go right for the Brave Bird. Brave Bird everything, right? Yeah, basically, we're going to Brave Bird everything. And basically, that's what we're going to do, but yeah. I mean, in the random team thingy, I was just like, you know, why do you like my videos so much? I don't know. It's just kind of a thing that, oh, you know what? There's kind of a reason that people watch my videos, and I have no idea why that is, but you freaking like them for some reason. And I guess it's kind of like, oh, well, you kind of get into them for some reason, so I don't know. And Registeel taking that hit. Registeel can still take hits, despite his weakness to them. And I don't think he's going to like taking a T-Wave. No one's going to really like taking a T-Wave except for this thing. And it kind of forces him to switch out anyways. Because, yeah, a crippled Aerodactyl is not exactly the best either. So I will go into... I'll go into Akiza to set up my spikes. He has no spinner, so I'll deal with that as I please. So anyways, I'm going to get my first layer of spikes. And yeah, he has no spinner or defogger from the looks of it, so I'm just going to get those up. And now I know this thing has bulletproof, so I'm not going to want to go into that right now. I will indeed go to Pidgeot and just go for Brave Bird. I mean, I don't have a reason not to, because he doesn't really have anything to switch into this. I mean, he could go into Slowbro, but it's like, you know, it's freaking Slowbro, man. And there's Dragougi. Oh my god, a Dragougi. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna go into Gallade. Gallade will be a good switch. He goes for Thunderbolt. Oh my goodness. Ooh, that did a lot of damage. I'll go... Now, in the previous battles, I did a double switch predicting the Slowbro. Wow. Okay. I don't know what happened there. He forfeited, though. So, I guess we'll get another battle. Be right back. Ooh, there's some threats among us. There's that Crawdon, that Bisharp. Yeah, everything that's threatening, he's got it. And the Weavile is going to be really dangerous, so I got to watch out for that. But Gallade might be a decent lead, but I do want to get up rocks. I really do want to get up rocks, so I am going to lead with this. And I don't know if this thing has Taunt. We'll find out. Because I know some Mews like to have taunt just so that I can't... So basically, I can't set up... Oh, no. No. This guy, he's gonna do that, isn't he? Alrighty. He's gonna go for the barrier. Well, at the very least, I want to get some prior damage on this thing, so I'm gonna go for prior damage. Yeah, so I guess he's got a... I guess he might have Baton Pass. I mean, I don't see any other reason to use it, but who knows? I mean, I'm just gonna call Baton Pass right now, because let's be honest. I mean, Mew can kind of make use of that defensively, but most of the time, if you're gonna do that kind of thing, you're probably gonna be Baton Passing. Yep, that's what I'm thinking. And you know what? I think I want to T-Wave on the Switch. That is risky, but I'm gonna risk it, and that was not worth it. I thought he would switch right there, because, you know, I would have switched right there. I'm just gonna go for Iron Head and see where it gets us. These battles are kind of weird, but then again, they're not really the point of the video, is it? Not really. I mean, I'm using a freaking Pidgeot for crying out loud. And who knows how the heck that's gonna last. It won't last long. And I got paralyzed. I don't remember what I went for. I might have went for T-Wave. Yeah, I might have went for T-Wave, but I got crippled right there. So yeah, I gotta deal with a +3 attack, Bisharp that can really do a lot of damage. And I'm gonna expect this battle to end pretty quick. So yeah, if that's the case, I'm probably gonna get another battle. So yeah, I mean, this team isn't really good. Like, heck, I think this is kind of worse than the team I had last time. But I'm using a Pidgeot. So, I mean, that's something, right? I don't know. It was by request. So, I mean, that's just what I was doing. And there's that Sucker Punch. Now, I am going to, like... I gotta be careful around this thing now. Because, yeah, it can literally just knock me out in one hit because of the Registeel no longer having that resistance to Dark. And this is literally what it's gonna boil down to, isn't it? It's really gonna boil down to... That did a lot. Look at that. Now, of course, it's amazing he lived that, but let's be honest, like, that is... I'm gonna have to bank on some, like... I'm gonna have to bank on Parahacks to get out of this one. Like, can I really count on that? Oh, wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. I have to admit, this video's staying in, even though it's not a good battle. It's staying in because of, it's just random stuff like this. It's always stuff like this that happens, and yeah, I am not switching right there just because. Well, why would I switch? You know what? Let's bank on Parahacks. Let's bank on it. Let's do it. Let's do this. Let's do it. And we'll see where that gets us. Maybe it won't get us far at all. And I'm probably going to forfeit after this. So, yeah. It was fun for like 5 seconds. But, hey, I'll take what I can get. So, I don't know. And I know some people would probably like, why would you forfeit this early? Well, you have to look at the situation. And, you know, you have to kind of see, well, what the heck's going on, the time. Like, I mean, I don't know, I might use something like that, but it's just like, it's not really a preferred thing, if anything. And I lost my Registeel, so that's kind of unfortunate. I'm gonna have to stay in. I don't want to take a hit. I really don't want to take a hit from... I don't want to switch. Yeah, look at that. That was... Wow, that didn't do that much. And that was a crit. So, I'm amazed at the damage. Dark Pulse again? What is going on? What is happening? Like, I was expecting the battle to be over in like 2 minutes, and then all of a sudden, that happens. Like, really? Like, is this really... He said, Blastoise, go away, go back to OU. No, what? When was he OU? Like, when was he OU? Like, I guess that's another good question, too. I mean, Blastoise has been like UU since like Generation 1. Heck, if he was an OU, it might have been in like Gen 2 or something, but I don't remember. Because I know that Gen 2 has tiers too, but I don't remember everything, so... Yeah, I don't think he was ever OU. Well, yeah, I don't know. Should he be in OU? Anyways, that was some. Anyways, I'm gonna switch into my... He just has no count, and I am not risking him dying right there, so I'm just gonna go for the Choice Band Brave Bird. Yeah, basically, that's what I'm doing. The Choice Band Brave Bird. And yeah, wow, this is surprisingly a decent battle despite what happened. Heck, I was not expecting this to happen, to be completely honest with you. So, like, this is the kind of thing that happens all the time. Even when I don't record, this is just some of the random stuff that happens sometimes. And, you know, I'm just like, oh, well, shit. I gotta be careful from here on out. And wow, that damage. That damage is good. That is some good damage. And I'm gonna Brave Bird again. I really, unless he has Sucker Punch. Yeah, I mean, unless he has Sucker Punch, I do not care what this thing wants to do. And there's Crawdaunt. And I'll just go into Gallade, not Gallade. I'm not gonna want to go into Gallade for that. And he dies! So yeah, down on number 2 is complete. GG. Yeah, apparently this guy had a very incredibly weak T to Blastoise. I don't know, man. I guess Blastoise was the big problem. For something that I wasn't gonna use that much, he kind of put in the work. Yeah, I might use him more often maybe now because of this. So I don't know. Be right back for another battle. Ooh, a Rampardos. That could be kind of scary if he gets a free switch into that thing. It'll be very scary. So yeah, we'll see how long this lasts. I was not expecting that last battle to last as long as it did. Registeel, you're up. We're gonna get them Stealth Rocks up. That's priority 1. I know he has this thing to spin. Not spin, the defog. But it's like, it's cool. It's okay. Because I got me some very weird... Like, the Shuckle can't do anything to me. Like, he really can't. And, yeah, I'm just gonna T-Wave. Why not? Yeah, there's Stealth Rock, and I can spin them away. Once I get a free switch into Blastoise, it's going away. They're going away, basically. So, I mean, basically, it's a thing, apparently. Ooh, there's the, ooh, dang, if I had predicted the T-Wave, not predicted the T, if I had gone for T-Wave, that would have been, like, amazing. I'm gonna go for T-Wave. Cause, yeah, I could live a Drain Punch. Now it's crippled for the game. Now it's crippled for the rest of the game. Now, is he gonna Bullet Punch? I don't want to switch into Pidgeot yet because he has that code. Well, nothing can switch into it that well except the Shuckle. And it's a freaking Shuckle, so what do you do? It's a freaking Shuckle, so I don't know. What do you do? And there's Cycle Cut. I didn't want to switch because he would switch moves and I would be dead, basically. I do want to spin, though. So I am going to spin. So, yeah, Rapid Spin, go. Just to get rid of those hazards. And that's that. So, now I'm going to go for Dark Pulse, just to take this thing out. And that's that. Big threat out of the way. Even though my Registeel wasn't going to be able to do too much. I mean, he could kind of... Well, he can't, like, wall Latias that well. Or he could, if it doesn't have Calm Mind, it's basically walled for days. And we are going to go to... I guess we'll go into... What do I want to do here, actually? This is actually a Pokemon that is kind of underlooked right now. Because this is actually one of the this is actually the first time I'm running into this mon in my live sessions. It's actually really good. It's kind of underlooked though, but it's definitely a threat in every sense of the word. I'm gonna go for Brave Bird. That did nothing. Holy shit. That did absolutely nothing. But I need to get enough damage to where I can take it out with another mon. So that's kind of why I'm doing this. Even though he would be nice to have to hit everything else, I kind of need to. And there's the rest. Alright. Yeah, we're really going to do this, huh? I guess we're really going to do this. Alright, well, we're going to have to get lucky, won't we? Yeah, we really will. I'm going to go for SD. We're really going to have to bank on this, don't we? And there's another rest. Should I even... Well, let's risk it. Let's risk it for the biscuit. Yeah, that was lucky right there. Drain Punch. 20... Dang, that is some solid damage. Very solid damage. And nothing's going to want to switch into this guy now. Because he's at +3. I mean, Cobalion can, but it's like... Well, not Cobalion, but... Latias can switch into Drain Punch, but it's like... He's not going to like taking that Drain Punch. In fact, if I get rid of this thing... That's one more problem out of the way. And he's going to have to let something die, basically. He can go into Latias, but it's not going to like taking a Shadow Sneak. Like, I mean, it's not going to like taking a Shadow Sneak. So, yeah. Well, a combination of two at plus... A combination of Drain Punch and Shadow Sneak at +3. Or 3 times attack. Because, you know, I did it twice, so... Yeah, that's basically how it works. So, I don't know. And he... You know what? I don't even know. You know what? I think I'm just gonna end it there. This is just like weird. Just a weird series of not unfortunate events. There's just some weird shit that happened. So, anyways, if you liked this video, if you leave a like, leave a comment. Leave your comments about like why you watch my videos now. I mean, do I really bring anything unique that people haven't done? I guess in some aspects, yes, but even then, I'm not that sure. Anyways, see you guys next time. Peace.